What's going on, everybody? My name's Lexi and you are watching the Nerds Table, and today we're gonna be doing something kind of like, okay, so we took a look at what 2025 was like last video. This video we're gonna be looking at some predictions for 2026. Now, that being said, I will be trying to keep up on wrestling this year. I'm gonna try my hardest. Don't hold me to it. Like, yo, I thought you said I'm not gonna be able to watch every single show because I got stuff going on outside of this, right? Like, I work, I have friends, I have family. So I'm probably not gonna be able to keep up on every single show that comes on, but I'm gonna try to keep up on the most of them. So we're gonna be looking at some predictions from WrestleMania. They got 10 crazy WWE predictions for 2026. We're gonna see if they actually know their stuff or if maybe they reaching. And I don't know what to reach or not because I ain't been watching it. So I don't know what to reach. I don't really know. Let's get this going, right? Let's not waste no more time.
In 2025, WWE has a ton of pressure to deliver a fantastic year of programming. Join us now as WrestleMania looks at 10 of the craziest predictions for WWE in 2026. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos. Number 10, Brock Lesnar retires. Now, as things stand, 2026 could be the year of 3 huge retirements in WWE, and we already know that.
Can I just say something real fast? It's gonna be real fast, right? Don't be mad at me. It's gonna be real fast. Just so that everybody understands, when Brock Lesnar comes up on my screen, how do I say this nicely? I'm not interested. We'll do that. But I'll watch this for y'all. Just know I'm not interested.
That AJ Styles is confirmed to retire at some point in the next year, and it's heavily rumored that a returning Chris Jericho will be retiring in 2026. It's also been widely reported that WWE legend Brock Lesnar is finally calling it a day in the next year, and WWE could be looking to build towards a match between Lesnar and Gunther. Lesnar vs Gunther has been a dream match for years for many fans, and the match just so happening to be Lesnar's final match will be a major deal.
Are y'all feeling Lesnar versus Gunther? Is that what the big the craze is nowadays? It's like, oh, Lesnar has to go against Gunther. Is that like the craze now? Okay.
It's also possible that Lesnar has some input in who he retires against, as Lesnar certainly has some creative sway within the company when it comes to who he wrestles. This was on full display back in 2017 when Lesnar opted against wrestling Jinder Mahal, and WWE would pivot and proceed with a Lesnar vs AJ Styles matchup.
Can we move on to the
Now,
next
whilst on
prediction,
paper it would make
please?
sense for Lesnar to retire at WrestleMania 42, it seems that SummerSlam just so happens to take place in Minnesota, so the main attraction for the show is likely going to be Lesnar's retirement match. Number 9, the year of returns. As well as a year of retirements, 2026 could be the year of returns in WWE. We know that Chris Jericho is...
Okay, can I say something? And I know I'm not gonna ask if I can say something because I can say something, okay? I know last video I stressed about how much I love AJ Lee. Here's the thing though. She returned, and then from what I've heard, she hasn't really been making waves, right? So let's do an actual proper AJ Lee return. Right? That's, you know what I'm saying? She returned, she wrestling, she get a belt, blah, 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 yada, yada, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Come on. She not too old or nothing like that. She's AJ Lee.
Expected to return, but we could also see the WWE return of Paige. Paige has been heavily rumored to return for some time now, and with her being an established talent, and with names such as Nikki Bella and AJ Lee back in WWE, this return makes a lot of sense. Other potential returns include Brie Bella, who stated that she wants one more
what was the name of her group? It was Sonya, Paige, and Mandy Rose. What was the name of their group? I can't remember. Y'all, let me know the name of their group. Dang, I can't remember the name of their group. But that group was kind of dope. I ain't gonna hold you up. Mandy Rose was kind of dope. Sonya Deville, love Sonya Deville. I don't know why she's not there. Bring back the whole group.
WWE run, and also Dolph Ziggler, who returned in 2025 to a huge pop and had a stellar showing on Raw. We've also learned to never say never when it comes to pro wrestling returns, particularly when it comes to WWE. So the chances of a big AEW name such as Edge aka Adam Copeland and Jon Moxley aka Dean Ambrose jumping ship can't be 100% ruled out. Number 8, The Undertaker.
I can see Jon Moxley jumping back to WWE, especially like to bring back the Shield, like a good Shield run. I want to see that. Like, and I hated the Shield when they were all, oh my god, I hated the Shield, like bad. You know what I'm saying? But like now, I could appreciate a good Shield run right now. I could definitely appreciate a good Shield run. I could, yeah, for sure.
And in a new role, The Undertaker has made his presence felt as part of the creative team in AAA. Taker is a complete novice in this role, but he's said to have done extremely well in the new role, and his partnership with Jeremy Borash has received rave reviews internally in WWE. And now we're facing major creative hurdles when it comes to SmackDown. The show throughout 2025 has failed to deliver the goods, and the show has felt stale and underwhelming. Fans were crying out for something new. The problem comes from a weak creative team who have no new ideas, and the introduction of an extra hour is only going to make things worse.
Better tomorrow.
The Undertaker and Jeremy Borash are proven commodities in the creative role, so what does WWE have to lose by giving both the pen to the Blue brand? It's not as if the show can get any worse, and WWE could revert things back to the normal team if it doesn't go to plan. They could even publicly announce that The Undertaker is now on the creative team, similarly to how they did back in 2019 with Paul Heyman and Eric Bischoff. This would generate major buzz in the WWE product, and could even lead to a surge in the ratings for the Blue brand. Come on, miracles have happened. Number 7, Dominic Mysterio wins Money in the Bank, and Money in the Bank 2026 will take place in September. Whilst this is a wild change, it will give fans something to look forward to in the second half of the year. For the men's Money in the Bank match, WWE
How do y'all feel about Dominic Mysterio's run right now? Like, what do y'all think about it? Like, do y'all think like it's a good trigger pull with them, like, you know what I'm saying, pushing him like they are? Or do y'all think that it's premature? Do y'all think that, like, what do y'all think? Because I have my thoughts on it, but I want to know what y'all think. What do you think, right? My thoughts on it is, I'm not a Dominic Mysterio fan, but I may only feel that way because the last time I watched wrestling, he was annoying. So, like, that may be the only reason why I feel that way. So what do y'all think? Because you guys have been watching it probably more than I have. So what do you think?
So many options. They have 5 sensible options for the briefcase. The first being Dominic Mysterio. Dom has had a stellar 2025. He won the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania and even defeated John Cena in his final ever PLE. WWE could easily follow this up with a Money in the Bank win, and the crowd are firmly on his side, so they would no doubt accept him in the role. LA Knight. Is 2026 the time that LA Knight finally wins the Money in the Bank match?
Yeah.
He's been a fan favorite for some time now, and it's about time WWE capitalized on his popularity. But there's also Jacob Fatu, as WWE needs fresh blood at the top of the card. One of these names is Jacob Fatu. A Money in the Bank win would be an easy way to push Fatu into the main event picture, but there could be a big one, Obafemi. Slowly but surely, WWE is going all in on Obafemi, and a Money in the Bank win could be on the horizon.
It's been a while since I've watched
Would this style of booking suit Femi? Well, who's to say, but 2026 could be the year of Femi. And Chris Jericho. Now that Chris Jericho is WWE bound, what better way to capitalize on his return by having him win the match he invented? This would be a fitting moment for Jericho's final year in the company. As for the women's Money in the Bank,
I didn't know Chris Jericho invented the Money in the Bank match. That's kind of cool. Okay, Chris.
WWE's hit a home run when it comes to the winner of the briefcase over the past few years. Likely options for the 2026 briefcase include Chelsea Green, Roxanne Perez, and even Sol Ruka. Number 6.
Roxanne! Give it to Roxanne! Bro, do you know how bad I want to see a major belt on Roxanne Perez's hip? On her waist? Bro, Roxanne Perez, since NXT days, and you know, people that I watch wrestling with can attest to this, I've been a fan of Roxanne Perez since like early Roxanne Perez. So like, for me, like, to watch like Roxanne Perez then, and then like see her like win a major belt, that'd be so freaking cool. I would love to see Roxanne win a major belt this year. That'd be dope. I think she deserves it. She's got the mic skills. She's got in-ring ability. She's got a good persona. She can do it. I don't see why not. You know what I'm saying? We've put major titles on less deserving people, in my opinion, right? Because I'm not, you know, the all being, you know, so I can't say that for sure. But in my opinion, we put the belt on less deserving people.
The Royal Rumble winner is... Well, a lot of fans believe the 2026 Royal Rumble is predictable, and there may be some merit behind that belief. All signs point towards Roman Reigns.
I also want to say, sorry, you guys are probably like, why do you keep pausing it? I also want to say, I really would love to see a return from Mercedes Moné or Sasha Banks. That'd be a really cool return. Her and Bayley team up. You know, that'd be really cool. That'd be cool.
Reigns winning the Rumble, especially as it's been widely reported that Reigns versus Cody Rhodes Part 3 is planned for WrestleMania 42.
I certainly hope not.
It's hard to see another outcome for the winner of the match. However, if Bron Breakker is unsuccessful in defeating CM Punk on the first Raw of 2026, then Breakker is a sensible option. For the Women's Rumble, we could be looking at Bianca Belair winning, but this of course depends on whether she returns in time and gets medical clearance. If Belair is still on the shelf, Rhea Ripley or even AJ Lee could be a smart option. Number 5, 2026 is the new era. A WWE needs to make stars as a matter of urgency. They have an aging roster and most of the top male stars are over 40. WWE has slowly realized this in the second half of 2025, and they're starting to push names such as Bron Breakker, Austin Theory, and even Carmelo Hayes up the card. 2026 could be the new 2005 in WWE.
But I've been saying this for such a long time.
For the next decade.
Make new
Breakker
stars.
is destined to win
That's
the
what I'm
world title
saying.
at some
Put the
point
belt
in
on Roxanne
2026.
Perez.
A lot of fans feel like he should get his moment on the grand stage of WrestleMania. WWE has so many young names that could be big-time players for them, but they have to get the presentation and booking just right. And the booking and push can't feel forced, or the crowd may outright reject the chosen star. The Dominic Mysterio route has worked extremely well, as by the time Mysterio was winning a title at WrestleMania 41, he was being heavily cheered and the fans were ready for him in this role. This can be a dangerous balancing act, but WWE must take the risk, and 2026 is the year where they must usher in a new era. Number 4, Roman Reigns wins the WWE title. A Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes Part 3 is reportedly the planned WWE title match at WrestleMania, and there's a strong belief that Reigns is walking out as WWE champion. Now, the problem with this is that WWE are back to where they were in 2022. Reigns is not working a full-time deal. In fact, he's only worked 7 matches this year, and this will mean that Rhodes is once again carrying the company just without a title on his shoulder. What is the logic of putting the title on a part-timer, especially when both Netflix or USA Network will want the champion on their show on a weekly basis? WWE likely wants to give Reigns...
that's something WWE needs to do. So WWE needs to look at ending having so many part-timers on their roster. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, then you cut your story. Your story's like all like weird and short, and like you got people feuding with people who are part-timers, so half the time they cutting promos by themselves talking to the Titantron. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, yo, let's do big storylines with full-timers, you know? You do little bitty storylines with part-timers, you know?
Another huge moment, and it's entirely possible that he holds on to the title for another year and he wrestles The Rock at WrestleMania 43 in Saudi Arabia. The problem with this is that a 12-month part-time reign may push fans away from the product, and they may actively begin to turn against the popular babyface, and this is something WWE needs to avoid. Number 3, Cody Rhodes turns heel. Could 2026 finally be the year in which WWE turns Cody Rhodes heel? A heel turn for Rhodes was initially pitched by The Rock in early 2025, but WWE quite rightly turned this down, and instead will receive the now infamous John Cena heel turn. With 2025 being a poorly received year, they're more likely than ever to take huge risks, and this could mean a Rhodes heel turn at some point in 2026. The problem with this is that WWE is traditionally led by a top babyface, whether that being Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, John Cena, or Cody Rhodes. What name would replace Rhodes in that crucial role? That's ultimately the dilemma for WWE. Number 2, WWE are forced to lower ticket prices. The WWE ticket prices are out of control, there's no denying it. WWE shows were previously affordable to all, but these days are sadly long gone. Even WWE great Randy Orton was stunned to find out how much one fan paid for his WrestleMania ticket, and this should have been the wake-up call WWE needed. TKO execs believe that the company was wrong to price tickets so families could afford them, and these comments quite rightly received a major backlash. TKO is showing their greed in the current pricing model, and it's slowly beginning to backfire, as ticket sales for TV can be seen decreasing in certain areas. Fans simply don't have enormous amounts of money to attend a standard Raw or SmackDown show, and the WWE has to bring out the dreaded black top to hide the empty seats. Then they'll be forced to lower ticket prices to get those families back in those seats.
So then let's
number 1, Triple H is booted out the door. 2025 was unfortunately the year when fans really turned on Triple H. Triple H has become the face of the WWE creative output, and thanks to shows such as WWE Unreal, knowledge that Triple H runs the show is universally known. This was always a risk from WWE, as the moment the product wasn't as hot as it was, all the backlash would fall on one man, and that being Triple H. Triple H's booking was so heavily loathed in late 2025 that after John Cena's final match, he was heckled with a huge amount of boos, and some say the negativity directed towards the game really overshadowed John Cena's final moment. 2026 could be the year in which TKO decides to go in a brand new direction. This would be a huge risk for the company, as despite a messy year from a creative aspect, the company is still thriving financially, and Triple H does deserve credit for this. However, The Rock, who isn't exactly best friends with the game, may see the negative reaction to the game's booking and decide to switch things up. The likely replacement for Triple H would be Brian Gewirtz, The Rock's personal friend and the man who was a head writer for WWE during the tail end of the Attitude Era. But one of the fundamental flaws in doing this is talent morale. Triple H is seen as a father figure by many in the company, and if TKO boots him out the door, Triple H's biggest supporters aren't going to be pleased. This could destroy trust between TKO and the talent, and TKO could face a major internal revolt. Key names such as Cody Rhodes, Rhea Ripley, Seth Rollins, and Io Sky are all of Triple H's hand-picked stars, so they won't exactly be comfortable with him getting the boot. Even names such as CM Punk, who've had prior bad blood with the game, have a thriving working relationship with him now, so TKO will need to be extremely careful if they're planning on changing who runs WWE creative. Could you see any of these happening?
I can see that. I mean, the problem is though, in my opinion, I think the problem is that, like, from what I'm hearing and what I'm watching, it seems like there were some swings and a lot of misses last year, and it kind of put the Triple H in a bad spot. You know what I'm saying? But people can come back up from bad spots. Maybe he's seen what he did that was wrong and was like, maybe if I do it this way, it'll be better. So we don't know. We may have to give him another year, give him another shot, give him another chance. Like, I watch a lot of football. The year prior, the Lions did really great. We had our defensive coordinator. We didn't have the same one this year, and now everybody's looking at Dan Campbell and Jared Goff like the bad guys. Now let's give them another year and see how they do. Let's give them next season, see how they do. If they do bad next season, then let's consider making some changes. You know, so it's that type of situation. So, I mean, I can only give my input that much because I haven't really been watching it, but I'm going to be watching it so I can give more of an input, more of an opinion, give you guys more of what I'm thinking. So that being said, thank you for watching this video, and the last video, and the last video, and the last video. And if you haven't, then go do that right now because this video is ending. So, without further ado, my name's Lexi, and you've just watched The Nerds Table.